Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. All right. Obviously, my haters, my critics, and my detractors, they're out there, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I say, but we're gonna keep doing what we do. So apparently, when you're a powerful person like Big Zeus is, you got a lot of haters out there, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna let this show continue. I was really trying to get him to at least come clean and admit that he knows the truth, but he's truly trying his best to ignore it. Let's bring up Takesha. Good morning, Takesha. How are you doing? Welcome.
Here we go with the kindergarten playground foolishness, Zeus.
I know, but you know this is coming. They just can't stand the truth. How was your weekend, by the way?
My weekend was okay. I had bronchitis, but I'm getting a little better, so I'm grateful for that.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you're in good mood, good spirits, and things like that.
This is what I want to talk about, Zeus. If me and you
Mm-hmm.
and another person were committing crimes together,
Yeah.
one of the people is no longer here. So it's two of us that know what we did, me and you.
Correct.
Now you are locked up. No, let's say I'm locked up and you're free.
Yeah.
And you know that I got the ability to tell what you did because now it's coming back up.
Mm.
You send your lawyer to talk to me, to tell me that you will get me out if I keep my mouth closed
Zip.
or if I say that you ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night when people creeping.
Mm.
Creep to your friend house.
Hey man, go ahead. Tell him, Takesha. Yeah.
Y'all done move me
Yeah.
to a spa.
Mm.
I ain't maximum no more, Zeus. I'm privy to the spa.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the status where I'm supposed to be in maximum security.
Yeah.
But after your lawyer came and talked to me, now I've been moved to the spa.
What that mean to you?
I'm finna get out.
Hey. So you see it for what it is too.
And get what that means, Zeus.
What's that?
That I'm finna lie and say you ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Mm.
And guess what MAGA gonna do?
What they gonna do, Takesha?
Fall for it.
Mm.
You know why, Zeus?
Why they
Because
gonna
it
do
ain't
that?
never been about it ain't never been about the crime. It's
Mm.
always about the person that they adore and admire more than anybody in this world.
Ain't that something?
MAGA does not care about those victims because that man that just left off here before we went down,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he made every excuse in the world. Just because you on a picture, just because it is. Where's the proof? The proof is in the victim's mouth.
Tell him.
The proof is what the victims went through.
Mm.
The proof is the evidence the victims gave us that named Donald Trump as one of the people that did the acts. It's getting ridiculous out here, Zeus.
Do you think that part of the reason they continue to make excuses for him, Takesha, is because deep down in their hearts they doing nasty stuff like him?
I don't know if they doing the nasty stuff, Zeus, but what I do know is
Mm.
that their mind is so baked with Donald Trump that they don't think anything is wrong that he does. Everything about him that's negative is a lie, and everything somebody say positive is the truth. You
Mm.
fired this lady because you pumping up the job number. Now, Zeus,
Talk to him.
can you remember when the job numbers came out and then it came out and revised Joe Biden numbers and you had um Snuggles, let me go and call his name.
Yeah, yeah.
He came up and he said, yeah, Joe Biden fixed those numbers. Look at the numbers, Zeus. Now all of a sudden, they don't have nothing to say, Zeus.
Ain't that something?
Now all of them jumping on board that the lady lying cause she a Democrat and she want to hurt Donald Trump because that's what Donald Trump said, Zeus.
Mm.
They flip more than Flipper.
Bingo.
They're gonna call him a dolphin, Zeus.
Yeah.
Because they flip so much, they could be a professional trapeze artist. The way they flip for Donald Trump.
Hit him with it. W Takesha. I mean, they really are doing everything they can to just totally humiliate themselves for Donald Trump. And
Zeus,
they
we ain't gonna never get a real number no more while this man is in office. It's gonna always be a positive job growth. It's gonna always be a number to make the economy look good. No matter if we going in the store and can't pay and gotta put half our stuff back, they gonna bring out numbers and stuff that make it look like he doing an excellent job. And Zeus, the people that got common sense,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna fall for it.
Nope. We
Cause
ain't falling for it.
I'm gonna wait to go get my medicine and see if I get a refund on that 125, 35.
So, yeah, he said that your prescription prices are going to, get around. What did he say? 1,500.
125,
Yeah.
135, 150. Zeus, I'm waiting on the refund.
Mm.
You gonna pay me to get my own medicine? Yeah, I like that, Zeus. I'm gonna be waiting. If they think this man got common sense, that if Joe Biden had said something like that, Zeus, it
Yeah.
would have been all over the internet.
Yeah.
This man ain't making no sense with nothing he say, but ain't nobody talking about it.
Ain't that something? But
And that's how it has always been.
Ain't that something? Because they think that we're talking about it, but what they say is that you are fear mongering. That's one of the comments that I
Zeus.
read to Keisha. They said you're
Zeus.
fear mongering.
Where's the fear mongering?
What you just said.
Who's scared of anything from what I said?
Mm.
What have I said that stoked fear?
Yeah. Well,
name one thing I said that stoked fear. Name it, Zeus.
the prescription prices,
How that stoked fear and we finna get some money.
Hey, well, a lot of them think that you're saying stuff that just make Trump look bad. It's propaganda.
And guess what, Zeus? That's not the definition of fear mongering. See, people don't understand. They just throw words out there, Zeus, and think it's the right time to throw it out there, and it don't have absolutely nothing to do with what somebody be talking about.
Thank you.
Do they know what fear mongering is, Zeus?
No, I don't think they do.
Apparently they don't when they saying I'm fear mongering.
Yeah.
They ain't saying nothing that should cause you fear.
Thank you.
Especially I'm saying stuff that should cause you to be stupid, but I ain't saying nothing about nothing that should cause you to be fearful.
Wow. Well, listen. Do you think that there's any hope for these folks right now?
No.
Because they're not a little bit.
No.
You don't think they're
no.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you why, Zeus. Because the more the Lord lets be revealed about this man, the more they cling to this man.
Oh.
The more they deny what they see, the more they deny what they hear. It doesn't matter how God keep on pulling the covers from over Donald Trump, MAGA still clings to Donald Trump. So no, there is no help for these people with this reprobated mind when it comes to Donald Trump.
Wow. And I'm looking in the audience. I don't see anyone that said yes. And so you believe hell will be these folks' portion. Hell will be their portion.
I can't damn the hell because I don't have a heaven and hell to put them in. But what I do know is when you worship and praise and give honor to an idol, that's a one-way ticket.
Straight there.
That's a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
When you put this man above God, because that's what you're doing, when you're trying to make him seem perfect, because ain't nobody perfect but the Lord.
Amen.
And when you put Trump in the place of perfection, which only belongs to the Lord, you're going to hell.
Straight there. Thank you. And I want to make sure we emphasize that. And then let me ask you one more question. Do you feel bad about any of them right now who are suffering right now? Because there's a lot of people out there suffering financially.
I'm gonna tell you, Zeus. I don't want nobody to suffer, but when you voted because you want other people to suffer, you reap what you sow.
Hey.
And that's all I got to say.
Okay. Well, listen. W to Keisha. And thank you so much, sis, for helping me to get it going on this account. All right. I might have to bring you back up depending on who we get. All right. Because
you know I will come.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Keisha. No lies detected. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, the backup account or the main account was down, but then I guess the TikTok gods, they said, Zeus, you're doing an outstanding job. Please keep on going. So W, Zeus. But honestly, let me say this again, especially for the people in the back. If you don't like this kind of communication that we're doing, you don't like the fact that this truth is coming out and we're not holding back, and you think what we're doing is bad, then do us all a huge favor.
If you're not happy here,
right,
then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned,
it's not
if
that
you
hard.
hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Yeah.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Thank you. Thank you. And so if you're still here in the Thunderdome, that means you came to get, the truth, and you got to deal with it. And the truth is painful at times. So let's go back to the chat again. Do we have anybody out there that still supports Donald Trump, that's brave enough to get in the box and have an adult conversation? The last guest, what was his name? I don't know what his name was, but it's the same demon. Why is it so hard for Trump supporters to simply accept reality? Is Donald Trump in photos with Jeffrey E? Yes, he's in photos with him. Just say yes. All right, that's how this goes. I don't want to hear about Obama or Biden. I really don't. All right, because they're not the president right now. The person running the country is Donald Trump. Stay focused, MAGA. And under his administration, this has now become one of the issues. And until we get to the bottom of it, we're going to keep making it an issue. All right. So please, if you're a Trump supporter, identify yourselves in the comment section. All right. And then get your special behinds up here and take what's yours. All right. W Zeus. I'm looking in the chat. Right. Put a 1 in the chat. And the part of the reason, ladies and gentlemen, and I know it's so annoying for me to do this, the reason that I make it a point to continually engage these so-called Trump supporters is because they lie. Zeus, you're not fair. It's one-sided. It's an echo chamber. How come you never come over and talk to us, Zeus? Well, here's your chance to see me. I don't spend all day on TikTok like a lot of these MAGA demons do. So my mind isn't as, warped and manipulated. So, yeah, and yes, Ange, exactly. We want to expose them. Either in some cases, they go, okay, Zeus, we thought about it. And you know what? It sounded real wild and radical when I talked to you, but you're totally right. All right. And they're seeing it right now, especially to the mass deportation crew. All right. The ones that we used to do the mass deportations about. We told you all when Trump was saying he's going to do mass deportations, I said, well, how do you think that's going to impact you? Oh, we're going to get better jobs. We're going to be making all this money. Now look at the job numbers. You didn't know that these folks were in the country helping the businesses, right? So now the businesses are now having to shut down. And guess what? That means there's less product. There's less things to go buy, which means the cost has gone up. Welcome to Trump inflation, MAGA. You voted for this. You didn't realize immigrants help make things cheaper in this country? Wow. Where the heck have you been? It's the most crazy, most insane thing I have ever seen in my life. And then we argue with you about the tariffs. Who pays the tariff? Who pays the tax? You and I do. No, Zeus. They got this new thing. When you ask that question, they got this new thing. What is that? They go, oh, it depends. What does it depend? Well, some businesses are thinking about eating and absorbing the costs. Oh my God. And you say to yourself, and how long will a business continue to absorb those costs, ma'am? All right. And you say it I got to say ma'am, because there's a lot of time. And then some of the guys do say it too. How long will a business keep taking a hit on their bottom line before they say enough is enough or we're going bankrupt? See, the problem is, MAGA, you've gotten yourselves into a bad situation. And instead of actually getting down on your knees and thanking folks like me and all the wonderful people out here who've been calling out this stuff and making it an issue to say we're not surrendering, instead of thanking us, because see, if it wasn't for the Democrats, and let me say this, and the independents, the real independents and the real Republicans right now that know that what Donald Trump is doing with these so-called tariffs and these trade deals, if we didn't know it was wrong, MAGA, do you understand he would have already taken your entire paycheck? Whatever you've been getting, he would have already taken it because you would have just laid down and given it to him, right? It's not an easy situation for him to just take our checks right now because there's resistance right now. And so, MAGA, you really should be thanking the Democrats right now, because if not, you really would be cooked. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, all right? W Zeus, all right? Let's go back to the audience. Ain't no Trump supporters out there. And now that Trump supporters, they got this new thing on TikTok they do when they know they're getting cooked. They know that they're losing. So they just get on lives and act a plumb dumb fool. They don't got nothing to say. They just want to get up there and try to get their 15 minutes of fame and then get kicked and then say, oh, look at that. I did something in front of a bunch of people. Yeah, this is where MAGA is truly at right now, because they have nothing other than Donald Trump lying to them. All right. And so, yeah, let me go on to the audience, ladies and gentlemen, to talk. Who do we have next? Good morning, Corey. Welcome, Corey. How are you doing? I don't know if Corey's a Trump supporter or not, but we'll find out. Corey, what's going on? Good morning. It looks like your connection is still porting through. All right, well, what we'll do then is we'll move it along, Corey Peterson. How about that? All right. Who else do we have right here? You're scared? Don't be scared of the MM. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, are you there? MM Cray 252 going once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was hitting hitting the
Oh, okay.
hearts, and
Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. All right. I got you. All right. Well, then let's go over to good morning. Who do we have next? Oh, Brother Swerve. Welcome, Brother Swerve. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Good morning, my friend. Actually, I'm doing okay. I got home from the emergency room
Uh-oh. You doing what?
about an hour and a half ago.
Uh-oh.
I suffered a mild heart attack
Get
yesterday.
out of here.
No. I wish I was joking.
Wow.
But I'm doing good. I'm in touch with the VA. They are scheduling me an angioplasty, so they can go in there and scope my heart out and see what's doing. But I'm still feeling pretty good. So I'm doing all right. I'm
Well,
doing all right.
we're sending prayers your way, bro. But
I
honestly, you got to
appreciate.
take it easy. All right, these TikTok lives, they'll do a number on you. All right,
Well,
don't.
I have been. I didn't spend the weekend on TikTok. I
Good.
went into a couple of friends' lives, friendlies, and we just had good conversation about food and such, and
Good.
and it's just kind of popped up yesterday. But I wanted to invoke my brother Nutty because Zeus, you know me, I'm not a very spiritual man, and those of you who do know me, you know I'm not a very spiritual man.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, I had something pop up on my FYP when I got home, and it was from Nutty. And this was the first time I ever had one of Nutty's videos pop up on my FYP. So, with your permission, I'd like to play this, and it's clean. It's clean.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As long as it's clean, yeah, we're good to go.
So check this out. This is Dr. Jamal Bryant.
Gentlemen, America is going to have to cut the bull. Somehow or another, they can't find the Epstein list, and they know that Trump is right on it. But I'm going to pause right here because I want to know what white evangelical pastors are going to preach this morning against a president who is accused of sleeping with 3 14-year-olds, but they will not hold him accountable, but they claim that that's God's man. Y'all better cut the bull. He's going to bomb Iran, and then y'all gonna say he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. He deserves a peace prize like I need a hole in my head. You better cut the bull. It's 1 year since the fake assassination attempt, and Congress nor Senate has launched one investigation yet. You better cut the bull. They're getting ready to hire ICE agents at $100,000 a year with a $40,000 signing bonus, but you won't pay teachers what they are worth. You better cut the bull.
You better cut the bull. You better cut the bull. I haven't read the Bible, Zeus, since I was 12 or 13 years old. But doesn't it say somewhere in that Bible, "Thou shalt not have a false god before
Yep.
me"?
Yeah.
Yet they are sitting here worshiping and idolizing this man before the Lord. Now, I don't know what that will mean for them in the afterlife.
Yeah.
I do believe in a higher power. I do believe that when I shuffle off this great plane, this mortal coil, that I am going someplace better.
Yeah.
But I have never put anybody before Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Okay, because I was raised as a Catholic. And at the age of 13, because I had the questions that I had, and y'all who know me, you know I ask a lot of questions. At the age of 13, my priest asked my mother to not bring me back to church because he just wasn't able to answer the questions that I had.
Good.
But the fact of the matter is, when we see things like this, when we see how they idolize and worship this man.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember watching the movie The 10 Commandments way back in the day when I was a kid. And they made the golden calf. And Moses came down from the mountains with the 10 commandments. He had the 2 tablets. And it said on that tablet, thou shalt not have a false god before me. And he threw those tablets into the pit where these people were dancing and fornicating and doing what they were doing. And that was the end of them, right?
Destruction.
That is the wrath that will come for these people in the afterlife. And like I said, I'm not a very spiritual guy. However,
Yeah.
at some point you have got to sit back and look at yourself and say, I want to protect the children, while at the same time you're protecting the P3DO. The GOP no longer stands for Grand Old Party. It stands for Group of Predators.
Oh.
And I've often said that there can be, they had to cancel any kind of high school tours for the White House because it ain't nobody in that White House that can be within 500 yards of a minor. And they're certainly not going to deliver them. And then we see he put Lawrence Taylor up there,
Yeah.
who has been convicted of essaying a 16-year-old, right? And then he got arrested, I believe, in 2024 because he failed to register as an essay when he moved to his new location. But you want to take these people and put them right next to children, knowing doggone well what they have done. And we're going to keep talking about little.
Thank you.
We're going to keep talking.
You hear that,
about
DJ? DJ, do you hear what Swervin is saying? Because you're one of the worst. All right.
DJ don't care. DJ is going to sit there and say, well, Swervin, how do you know this? What kind of paper was that written on? What did they use, an auto pen for that, or did somebody write it out? DJ don't care. He sits here and asks these goofy questions, and that's why Twilight made that song about him.
Yeah.
Because that's all he does.
Yeah, we do have proof.
Yeah, it's always show me proof, show me proof. Now, I put this challenge back out there 2 days ago, Zeus, because I did it 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I will challenge any MAGA supporter. I will take $2,000 of my own money and I will put it in escrow. And for those of you who want to sit here and constantly protect these P3DOs, you show me, point me to the evidence that I can find where President Biden had ever been hauled into court for the crap that y'all say he's been hauled into court for.
Thank you.
Or if you can't do that, you give me $2,000 of your own money, because I can easily find court documents where Donald Trump has been hauled into court for it.
Yeah.
And Zeus, you know what I'm going to get to keep at the end of the day?
What's that?
My $2,000.
Hey, I agree. So Miles and conservative CD, they took you up on your offer. So
Okay, good. I'll be on my live today at 2:00 p.m. I
Yeah.
tripled.
Swerve got taken down. What the heck just happened? Wow. Hopefully you're okay, bro. Hopefully you're okay. Wow, what a show. Good morning, Dubs. How are you doing? Bro?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Been a while.
Wow,
I
yeah.
just wanted to pop up because I saw DJ in the comments, even though I have tagged him in Katie Johnson's testimony. So he shouldn't be here right now. He should be spending the next 5 minutes listening to her talk about her encounter, you could say, with Trump.
Okay.
So DJ, run along and go listen to what I tagged you in, so you might actually understand that when Trump told a 10-year-old he'd be dating her soon, he was thinking of his daughter. When he was with Stormy Daniels, he was thinking of his daughter. Katie Johnson said he was thinking of his daughter. So go listen to Katie Johnson, DJ, instead of hanging out here proving you're a hypocrite and a liar.
And when did you tag him in it? A few minutes ago?
Just a couple minutes ago.
Oh, DJ, could you please take 5 minutes, DJ, to go check out that video? And then would you be willing to field the discussion with him after that, Dubs? Because it'll take only 2 more minutes of your life after that. Because all he should be able to do is get up here and apologize, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're long past them being at the point of being ashamed. They should have felt ashamed a long time ago, you know?
Bingo. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. See. So, and that's mighty bold of you and friendly in a way, because you didn't have to tag him, you know. But it just shows that the Democrats and folks like Dubs and myself as well, we're willing to go above and beyond to help some folks learn. And even then, it's still not enough, right?
Well, like look at CD Oxymoron, who
Yeah.
should have had his account deleted for losing multiple debates to me. One of them on your live, He's saying you guys run off of hearsay. Well, I guess he didn't hear Trump say
Oh,
that he wanted to date a 10-year-old. Didn't you hear Trump say that? Didn't you hear Trump say that he can abuse women and then get found liable for doing it? Didn't you guys hear Trump say that he wanted to date his daughter? Haven't you heard Trump say enough that should have been disqualifying, even without a court getting involved?
he's getting angry, Dubs. He's getting angry.
So-
but please keep reminding him, all right? Because he needs to learn. Him and DJ. What do you think about the? I didn't check in with you, but the revised job numbers. Could you say that too with these folks out here who've been lying to us and saying, because there's this thing going on. We promised a recession would happen in 6 months, and now look, because this is what they're saying.
Well, we did have one negative quarter. If we had had another one, which I'm kind of feeling like maybe those numbers were off as well, if they were off about the jobs numbers. But what I didn't hear Biden say was let's fire the person reporting the numbers when she had the same downgrade of Biden during an election year. 800,000.
Yeah.
Now, Trump suffered a bigger loss in less time if you calculate the overall time frame. But again, these are numbers. Is he going to fire the entire Bureau of Labor Statistics for pointing out that Obama created more jobs in less time and Biden created more jobs in less time? Because those numbers still stand. So is he going to fire everybody at the BLS for that? I mean, how ridiculous are we going to get? We're firing people over doing math now? We are lost. If that's
W
what's going on.
Dubs. You're right though. These people hate math. They hate the fact that Obama's numbers and Biden's numbers are better than Trump numbers in all categories for the most part, except for being corrupt, right?
Yeah, we have fewer indictments. That's where we beat them on math.
Thank you. Wow. This is amazing. And I can just tell. I can tell Dubs that they're really getting upset and bothered when you talk about these things because they know that they've made a very, very bad decision voting for Donald Trump at the end of the day, right? Do you know anything yet about any waste, fraud, and abuse and anyone going to prison? Because Elon said he found some of that in the government, and MAGA was out here saying, yeah, that's happening, and folks are going to be going to jail. Have you heard anything about that lately?
No, I haven't seen a single Doge arrest. I did see Elon confess that Trump wouldn't have won the election without him.
Oh.
That's one big thing that came out of all that. But and Elon saying, Trump is in the list. He's in the list. But MAGA doesn't want to talk about the things that Elon ended up discovering while his being in the inner circle for a short while. Huh?
Ain't that something? And they were all gung ho for Elon up until Elon shared the truth about their dear leader. Isn't that something?
Well, and I'm still waiting for some sort of investigation into the fact that Elon said Trump wouldn't have won without him. I feel like that needs some sort of further look.
Yeah, because we know that it's impossible for him to win all the swing states the way that he did. We know it. And once we get the information about that, we'll go ahead and take care of that too.
Yep. We're going to have to keep at this because it's all going to come back down to math, isn't it?
Yep. And they hate math. They hate the numbers. But what we do is we take it and then we actually use it to do the right thing like we've been doing.
Well, that's why I like using it because it's the most objective thing. And if we're at the point where we're going to be lied to about math by the president when he's upset that the numbers are bad because they're going against the narrative he's creating for MAGA.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys like being lied to, just say that. If you like being coddled and you want to be told things that aren't true just so you feel better about your daily life, fine. But he's still ripping you off. Just admit to yourselves.
Thank you.
That you don't respect yourself enough to let him stop lying to you.
Thank you. W Dubs.
I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the day and the week, and I'll see you around.
All right, you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give another huge round of applause to RC Dubs. No lies detected. Oh, it's Obama's birthday today, huh? Okay. All right. Well, it's Obama's birthday. We got to shout that out. Shout out to President Obama, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, doing all he can to help save this great nation of ours. Do we have any Trump voters left out here that might want to come up here? Anyone want to apologize to us for not voting for Kamala Harris and voting for Donald Trump? Anyone want to get out there and apologize? Just identify yourselves real quickly, all right? We don't got much time left. Yes, W Obama. Happy birthday, Obama. Yes. All right. Because that's what it's about. Yeah. Yes. Wow. Look at the chat. Dark and mysterious. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Did you vote for Donald Trump? Okay. Because what I want to do is kind of offset it with some of the stuff that I do, and then try to get someone out there, and hopefully, I can get someone out there to at least come clean and say, you know what, it was a terrible thing that I did, and I regret it, right? Because this is what it'll take, honestly, to save this great country of ours, all right? I know that we got some of these others out here. Oh, you did? Oh, dark and mysterious, you did. Oh, okay, let's see, because sometimes they like to get up here and prank Zeus. But we'll find out. Dark and mysterious, come on up here. I sent you an invite. Good
Hey,
morning.
what's up?
Are
Good
you
morning.
just saying that to get in the box, or did you really vote for Donald Trump?
No, I voted for him for sure.
What, both times, 3 times, how many times?
3 times. Or both times.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
29.
29. Okay, I'm just double checking. So do you regret your vote?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Wow. What part of the country are you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right. Shout out to North Carolina. Yeah.
Panther baby.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I
Bryce on
love,
the comeback year.
well, here's the thing. Do you love America or not?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So what's the deal? What did Donald Trump do to make you believe that he's the person that's best represent this country, considering all the stuff we know about him?
Well, the thing that really scared me was Kamala Harris's what was it? The capital gains tax, really. I thought that was going to send the stock market crashing, and then a lot of people wouldn't be able to retire with their 401ks. I felt like it would be horrible.
That
for
was
the
just that was
economy.
that
I
was
was
just
really scared.
that was just
So I
that
voted Trump.
that part. That was it.
That was the biggest part. Yeah, I was terrified of that.
I've heard that. I've heard that. I've heard that before. I've heard
The
that
economy
before.
would go, whoop.
Yeah. Oops.
People can't
Yeah.
retire.
Well, I've heard that before, but what do you think about the economy now?
I think it's on the up. I think it's slowly but surely rising. We're making deals.
Nothing about it scares you.
No, because I was more scared during Biden's, honestly, because the prices were increasing so much.
But prices are increasing now.
What?
And
What's
there's not even
increasing?
right now. There's no reason for them to go up. Like under Biden, we know C-19 happened, right? And you know how you all
Well,
say, well, we
COVID
should,
happened
yeah.
during
So
COVID,
yeah, you
during
say you
Trump's
shouldn't take
administration. I think
Trump's
some of the backlash was
right. So the prices were going up, right? Right now prices
because
are. Right now, prices are going up. Inflation's going up. Unemployment's going up. And what's the trigger of all of this?
what prices are going up?
Your grocery
Specifically?
prices. Your grocery.
Which groceries in particular are going up? Which ones are
All
increasing?
of them.
Because I haven't really noticed the increase. I have noticed the salary increase. There has been a 1.7 increase to blue collar workers. It's the highest increase. in
Okay,
60
so
years,
dark.
actually.
One of the most amazing things about my show is when you ask questions, you get answers. So I saw in the chat people writing things like their energy bills, beef, vegetables, milk, groceries are going up. What do you
I
say?
just haven't
Hold on.
noticed it, I guess.
No,
and
no,
that
no.
the
Dark,
statistics really won't back it up. I have
dark.
noticed that meat went up a little bit, and eggs went up during that whole outbreak.
Dark. What do you say to everyday Americans right now? And I've posted a video about it. That over 67% of Americans are saying Trump is not doing a good job with the economy. What do you say to them?
Just give it time. It's only been a few months.
But
Give it
okay,
time.
how much time?
At least a year before you start criticizing every little thing. I'd say at least a year.
Okay, so that brings me to something I didn't want to get into. All right, so you heard Donald Trump say this before, all right? Hold on. Give me a quick second. All right, are you there?
Energy bill within 12 months will
Listen
be
to
cut
this.
in
Listen to
half.
this.
And number one, your energy bill within 12 months will be cut in half, and that's my pledge all over the country. Beyond farmers, that's my pledge all over the country. We have
That's where
more
I think he's
energy
made the
under our feet.
significant impact is with energy because of the nuclear nuclear things that we're passing.
But did you hear what he said?
Yeah, he wants to cut energy in 12 months.
No, he didn't say I want to cut. He said it will.
Yeah, okay. That's where I think we've made the biggest strides with the nuclear energy, because he's passed a few things to where we have these miniature nuclear.
Do you have a
companies
do you
that
have
are-
a hold on, Dark? Listen, I can't think as fast as you. Do you have a utility bill in your name?
Yeah,
What was it last month?
that's really none of your business.
It's none of our business. Wouldn't it be our business if the president said it should be something and it's not? It's everybody's business.
That's where I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
But-
we've made great legislative passages to increase our
But dark. I'm not
green
asking.
energy with nuclear energy. So
Dark.
we're producing these small nuclear reactors that can power up to 500 houses, or no, it was like 50 or 500,000 houses. Look up OKLO and then Neuroscale. Both of these companies have been producing some incredible things for energy,
And
I
they
think
massive
within the
investments.
next 2 years, we will have clean energy
Ooh,
that is highly produced.
But dark. We don't got all day and all
Especially
morning.
with
Dark.
the,
Can you hear me?
We don't have all day and all morning. Like I said, you
To
have
do
to
the
be
show, my show isn't that long.
things like
Dark.
nuclear
You're
energy
crashing
take
out,
time
bro.
to progress.
Dark, you're crashing out. Just calm
Or-
down.
Can I not finish what I'm saying?
I was asking about your utility bill.
Yeah, and I was saying that utility, like nothing's going to change until the technology gets there. So we've
Okay,
got
so
the
would it be
technology
safe to
growing.
say that? Would it be
We
safe
have
to say that?
Neuroscale, we have OKLO, and those are going to lower
Dark.
the cost of energy substantially.
Dark, where did you go to school at?
That's none of your business again.
Well, why do you have so much to say about this? Where are you
Just
getting this
because
knowledge
I'm very
from?
passionate about nuclear power. I think that it's a very good, sustainable.
But where are
energy
you getting
option.
information about nuclear power? Have you taken any courses in physics?
Oh, we have access.
Have you taken? No. Have you
I
taken
just gave you two.
Sir,
It's-
sir.
I mostly get all this
Mr. North
information
Carolina,
from
Mr. North Carolina, do you take courses in physics right now? Do you understand how atoms work and stuff like that? Protons, neutrons, electrons. Are you that versed in
Yes,
it?
I mean, I've taken all those.
Okay, so tell me,
Atoms and protons.
how many isotopes are there in uranium? And I'm going to fact check you.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, so
I'm
you're not really that into it. Wait a
I'm
second.
not a
So,
nuclear scientist. I just think that it's going to be what progresses us, and I've looked
Okay.
into the company substantially.
okay,
like, I know what
okay,
OKLO
but
is,
dark,
I
dark.
know
20,
what
Mr.
Neuroscale
Mr.
does.
North Carolina,
Both of
Mr.
those
North
are-
Carolina. He can't even stop.
are,
He can't even
what we
stop
will use.
himself. He can't, I gotta mute this guy. Jesus.
Oh wait, did you want me to answer, or did you want? did
No,
you want me to say
I'm
something
actually
then
I've
you just
dark.
say-
I've heard enough. Imagine that show Shark Tank. You ever seen that? Okay, he figured it out. I've heard enough, Dark. What we just saw, ladies and gentlemen, is somebody who came up here and knows absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But for some strange reason has so much to say, which honestly, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a huge, huge time sink and a waste of time. And what I'll say is this, ladies, anybody out there dating a guy like that, do yourselves a huge, huge favor and run for the hills, because this is somebody, you know what they say, he's flexing. He ain't got it like that though. Let's go ahead and send that last guest, Dark, who thought he was going to come up here and talk through all of the stuff he wishes to happen, but we know it ain't true. Let's send him straight to hell.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
W Zeus. How many of y'all, anyone out there think that previous guest, Dark, he cooked me? Does anyone out there support what Dark just said and think that he cooked me? Because what I would love to do is get you up here and get you to explain whatever it is what he was trying to say. He knew it was over when I said, yeah, okay, great. Now show us your utility bill. He said that's personal information. W Zeus. Your utility bill is not personal information. All I was asking you for was how much was it? I didn't ask you to show me the account number and the name and the address or anything. Just how much was it? Oh, that's personal information. No, what you meant to say is, no, Zeus, it hasn't been cut in half like Donald Trump said, which means then what? Oh, it means Donald Trump is lying through his teeth. And then the next thing I was going to ask him for was his prescription prices, right? I was going to go through the list. If you get up here and you try to tell me the prices are one thing, and we all know what the reality is, especially we just now found out he's been using fake numbers. He's been using fake numbers to pass the big, beautiful bill. Oh, no, we're not going along with it that easy. All right. So, yeah, we're not doing that. All right. Let's move it along. Okay. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Kabira. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. All right. Welcome. How are you doing? Are you there?
What's going on, Zeus? How
What's
you
going
doing
on?
today?
I'm doing
I'm
all
here.
right.
Oh, nada. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Zeus? Okay,
Yes.
great. What was his name? Dark?
Yeah, Dark. I call him Dark.
Dark? Was that his name?
Dark and Confused. I think that was his name.
Oh, I really wanted to talk to Dark to have him answer a few questions for me. One of the questions is, as you know, I was telling you last week, I work in the energy sector with a major company. And, the last project I had was in May. But that's not a problem because when I'm not working, I'm at home doing what I need to do. And I still get paid salary. Well, I got a Zoom, or we call it Teams. You guys know it as Zoom. My resource manager and human resources, they were on the call with me. Say, yeah, Kabira, we hate doing this to you because you're one of our better safety professionals, but we're going to have to take you off of retainer X and put you on retainer B. Now, retainer B means when I don't work, I don't get paid. And there could be times I'm sitting at home 2 and 3 and 4 months not getting paid. And that's in the energy sector. So apparently, they said, well, it boils down to Trump. Well, they didn't say Trump, but the way the company was moving and et cetera, and things the Outcast isn't looking like it's supposed to look. And a couple of projects got canceled and pushed back and et cetera, et cetera. So they said, we got to make a few more calls for a couple of other employees. So I said, okay. So this thing is going to affect everyone. And so far as the electric bill, Zeus, okay, so my mother is 94. So when because back then, I was constantly going back and forth different sites. And, when you get older, you lose your eyesight. So my mother has vision in one eye and not in the other eye. So they send her out instead of the normal standard looking bill because people have to be able to see, older people, they can't see as well. So they gave us a bill now that comes on at 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to show you my electric bill for the month of June, July.
Oh, you're going to show us the electric bill?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us? There's a delay,
Yeah,
but I can hear you. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay. Let's see.
Now, where is Dark and Confused? I want you to see something. Hopefully we get it. There's a delay, but if we get this on the record, it'll be just the most incredible experience I've ever had to do because he said this is personal.
As you can see, that's Southern California Edison.
We can't see it.
That's me.
We can't see it.
Can you see it, Zeus?
I can't see it, but maybe.
Let me try this.
Yeah, are you hitting save?
Let me try this. Save. There we go.
Okay, now you gotta hide the address. You gotta hide the address. There you go.
I don't want maggot coming to my house.
Lord have
All
mercy.
right.
Yeah.